Nick, I'm gonna need maybe some advice at this level as well. So Sacred Barrier, I'm assuming replace Exalted, if I had to guess.
Yeah, and then upgrade your impart. That's the big one. Impart and your HP buff, and maybe the res spell or something. By the way, you might want to do another spell book just to toss in this crate here.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. SI. Which game's closer to full release, this one or Pantheon? Does anyone know? Silverlock asked. I mean, they're already in early access, and we don't go into early access until next year. So I would take that as them being a bit further along, right? We've got a big world that we want to make. So our 1.0 will be content-wise. It's going to be some work. Systems-wise, we'll see. All right. So where was I? Supplication. We probably want that.
If you want to hit some stuff, know that you need it for this kind of group, maybe.
Impart favor on target.
Unless you want to try to get some like procs off the supplication with the Holy Strike.
I'm curious about it.
I was testing that out. I don't know that I exactly like the feel of it, so I might be tweaking that soon.
Okay, so we'll do that. Do crates have an actual visible timer on them so I can tell when they rot? And can I put items in a locked chest on my character and open it on another of the same account?
They don't have a visible timer yet. That's probably something we'll add, or some kind of mechanism there so that you don't get completely screwed over. And can you put items in a locked chest on one character, open on? If it's a personal crate, I don't believe so. I think it has to be a public one or like a guild one or maybe even a group one. I don't know. Maybe we could make the personal ones like account bound or something. Yeah, we gotta kind of flesh out some of the details on that because
I mean,
they're in a placeholder state, very much so.
if the thought going into it is to swap items over more easily, we've talked about shared bank slots. Like, so if that's the main reason for wanting to do it, that might be resolved in some other way. Yeah, gear transfer. Whiz items. I probably at this level, like my mana pool. Okay, my mana pool is 2145. Heals. I have a better than exceptional heal, right? I think I just didn't load it.
Sorry, what was that?
Currently have exceptional heal loaded. Did I, or is that it? Because if that's it, I'm not arguing. It's I can get 10 of them off.
I would use. You have impart favor. Is that right?
Yep.
That
So,
should probably be your most efficient heal, but it obviously takes more time.
we'll see. I
How much
mean,
does it heal for? And how much mana is it?
impart favor was let me look. I think it was like 600. No, 1200.
Oh, that's big, yeah.
And then exceptional is 700 with a mana cost of 200. Okay, I mean, these seem fine. There's no telling how this playtest will go or what you'll see. But if you're curious and you've got time, post pretty much every VOD on YouTube. There's a ton of stuff. You can find some different playtest ones, and that'll show things off better until you can get in and actually hop in on a playtest yourself. Blitz Lexicon said, Go Bob is a great skeleton name. Feels pretty classic, right? So those of you that are new here, welcome. If you haven't watched any VODs and you don't know a ton about the game, please keep in mind that we're still rocking a lot. Most of what you're seeing is placeholder textures still. We're having those discussions right now on just like trying to get the textures, which I showed off on the last stream, showed off one of our new textures, just getting those rolled out. So that's top of our mind at the moment because for the most part, we're in a decent, nice first pass spot with a lot of the geo and other stuff that's fairly representative. But then once you see it with the new textures on, that'll really start to show the game. Now, character models and NPCs and things like that, those are good to go. It's just environments. We're catching up a little bit. So Nick and I are playing. I've never played a cleric at this level in our game. We're playing level 48. Nick's a necro, I'm a cleric. We're just gonna see what happens up here. I don't think I've legit played up here before. Read the roadmap as well, so I'm mostly caught up. Right on. Did you see our early access FAQ? This is glass flats, that is correct. Please spend the rest of the game's budget on developing the male troll model. Malgavites, do you realize that there is no budget, right? Like that's but my wife did just get home, so I could ask her for see if she would forward a couple months allowance, and then we can. Yeah, if we're gonna spend anything, it's not gonna be the male troll. Female troll is kind of sexy as well.
So this camp ahead of us is a little bit lower level. We're gonna try to invis past it, see what happens.
Yeah, okay.
Let me know if your invis starts breaking.
I will. Are you invis?
Yeah. Oh, is there a bug? Yeah, I'm invis.
Okay. Scuttle said, read the FAQ, the roadmap, joined Discord, and installed the client. I think I should say something about my excitement. That says a lot. And again, it's really cool to see you here. Dr. Foes said, found out about this game from Pantheon streamer. Wasn't sure about trying the game, but then someone mentioned Ogre Monk, so I'm gonna try the game. Nice. Beginning to appear. We got a minute before this roamer gets here. I mean, we could always just kill him, but...
Seems like there's a line of sight kind of issue over here. I'll take a look at that.
Chinny, was it you that put the flowers up here?
Let's actually backtrack. Go behind this roamer.
Okay. I think these guys, they should have... they should have their abilities and stuff set up. Alright, I need to improve my posture, get into pay attention mode. Hopefully I just have to hit the one button. Haven't touched the lovely glass flats. See you, smiley bobber. Good luck with your chili. Need to see myself.
Hopefully fear works good over here.
This seems like a fear here is going to be interesting. Yeah, we have no idea how this is going to path or anything. Like, I did the population work here months ago, and I haven't like legit played it ever. So we'll see. That just melted that guy. I'm gonna do this and see what happens. Everybody welcome AutoKey. AutoKey is a new animator on our project, but not new to animation. He's actually an old dog. Scuttle said, just read all the work you done on EQ, mad respect. Thank you for all the hard work for this game too. Hey, thank you. Literally my honor and pleasure in both cases. But yeah, if you haven't seen the old EQ videos, you can find them here. So you may hear it. I'm making myself nervous with this edge right here. Oh no.
Pull back.
Yeah. Looks like the angle characters can travel at. It's a bit steep. Is that intentional? I don't know if this one's like this steepness specifically is. It feels like, well, for NPCs it's a different set of rules than for us. I think it's just one of those things where maybe we're just a little off. That said, I'll be honest with you, just personally speaking, Finding a little something like this every once in a while is kind of fun, right? Where you're like, I don't think I'm supposed to be up here, but ooh, I wonder if I can come up here and like peek and surveil. Shit like that. It's just little opportunities to feel like you're cheating, but you're not actually breaking the game is kind of cool. Oh, hopefully. Cool. Alright, cool. Getting a feel for it. EQ's the MMO that made you fall in love with the genre. So you've been on the lookout for a new game that recaptures the same essence, but is also new. Well, there's a decent number of people in that camp, right? Hopefully good for us, good for Pantheon, good for Eco, good for folks that are making these types of games. But yeah, 100%. I've told the story, if you watch interviews, you'll probably run into it like 5 times, but told the story of the first like 15 minutes in playing EverQuest. No bullshit, just those first few minutes in EverQuest, outside of the Kanos city gates, it became nighttime, it started raining, I was yelling for my girlfriend at the time to come look. I was like, those are real people, holy shit. I was sold. That was when I decided I have to move to California and actually be a part of the industry. Like within just those first minutes of, oh gosh, playing the game, I was like, we got to go to California. And I was in Alabama at the time, so that was kind of, it was a trek. We may need to fix that a little bit. What a cliffhanger. Wow, Lasava. Will this heal actually do its job in time? We'll see. I'm just realizing I'm getting a little low on mana, but we're fine.
Me too.
Is the fear direction random? I feel like he's heading towards the camp. It might be a bit scary. That is our advanced NPC AI. He knows what he's doing. Oh shit.
We got our pather behind us too.
I mean, we could always root in camp.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit, no. Oh no, the road captain's coming too. Oh no. Oh wait. I might be cheating right now. I might be cheating. I think I'm cheating. I apologize. I guess I did test something on this guy. I'm no longer invulnerable. That explains at least that. I was like, why am I not? I feel bad now.
You just try to run away and camp, and I'll train these guys away.
Okay. I have to slash kill myself now? I don't think those are rules, buddy.
Yeah, you just, try to camp.
DA cliff dive. You have a point.
Yeah, I would try that actually. because I had to feign. We try to fear these guys again.
Okay. Sadly, your pathing
Yeah,
allows that. It allows that for now, huh? While we recover, I may actually run a quick bio break, but let me... Should have ice buried so you really don't have any mana left. Listen, in this situation, I think my group and I were in alignment on what the action to be taken was. You guys picked an excellent name for the game, easy to remember, great references, and also makes for a great acronym to recall. Hey, thanks. You know what? We're trying. Gosh darn it. Here. Here. Oh, banged his head on the mic. Alright, just so we don't forget today. Because people were asking about him. They were worried that maybe he wasn't around anymore or something. They hadn't seen him on stream in a while. Well, your presence is completely thrown off the green screen, buddy. Oh man, you can package that smell. You know, that is not the good smelling end though, buddy. No. No air freshener on that end. Keep your tail down. Go on. Both ends are stinky on that one. His food is, he just eats raw meats and like raw fish and stuff, so stinky on both ends. But the middle, amazing. What do we got on the docket for today? Just doing with Nick. You guys, hey, Nick's actually in Discord. He can answer questions. If you guys have questions about stuff that usually I'm like, fire them away. If you got some class questions, if you got systems, items, all sorts of stuff that you're curious about, ask questions. What did you not like about the Holy Strike plus Supplication interaction?
just feels active, but not in a good form of active. Like, oh, I want to stand up and hit this thing, and just not relaxing to play a healer in that way, I guess. I don't know. But it felt too mandated because it's mana regen when you proc it. It felt counterintuitive to the vibe, but we'll see. You want to placate one of these?
Sure. You know what? I need to actually load placate. Not the best slot for it, but I'll wait for that one guy to pass away. Will we do racial quest? Yeah. I think you'll see that just as we're adding more like wood elves and stuff like that. You'll start to see that come on with the different areas. Dargit said, definitely feel epic quests can come later. Having cool class quests mid-game, like Ivy Edged Armor stuff would be great though. Those could be possibly more regional. Yeah, that makes sense. I put in a random quest just the other day because we were talking about mud actions, and so I was like, let me just put in... Did I just placate myself? Yes. Perfect. I swear, how did I accidentally click on myself? And so the actual reward for that quest could wind up being a little more specific. How is mana regen with a full group with all the mana regen stuff? Like, what does it cap out at this point?
I think it's pretty good, I'd imagine. You've got Elementalist, Water Pet Aura, you've got Bard, you've got Enchanter, Bard Mana Song, and Enchanter Crackline. Other classes have stuff like Necromancers have like their kind of like Death Pact kind of abilities. So there's, I mean, it's pretty decent for sure. Yeah, you've got Elementalist Mana Stones, and
They're just going for it. That is not necessarily working as intended. They're just going for it.
there's still a hybrid, but so there's some shared abilities, but there's more emphasis on making what is unique about them unique. You can placate that one on the right, the far one.
And we got that brigand right there. Oh.
Rip the one behind.
Yep.
Oh. Actually, we could just kill that one. It's fine.
Ah, sorry. You had him feared? Okay.
That's fine.
Let's see. Blitz said, do you have plans for a 3D space target indicator of some sort? I have the hardest time knowing what I'm targeting. P99 is a non-EQ player. There may be some different things that we can do to make it a bit clearer. That's just not the big, blazing, blaring early 2000s ring on the ground. So if there's some nice, beautiful, subtle, almost subconscious level, but still works to let you know what it is, then that would be cool. Alright, now they're going down the hill this time. This looks like such a fun camp, fighting along a narrow cliff edge like this. Oh, this is just the beginning of a pretty decent sized camp, to be honest. So this area that you see out here... It's, that's the first of two of these ledge camps. And then there's actually a cave network in here. With, some stuff in it. So this is a whole area. I think this area, if I had to guess, this area was, it could probably easily support between, I don't know, man, like 5 and 8 groups? I don't remember. It's been a while since populated it, but
Pop really close to us.
I almost just went right off the cliff. Sorry, your pet's probably about to die. Oh no, we're good. Dude, I almost just walked right off the damn cliff. Lemon says, imagine applying to be a highwayman, but they only hire you as a highwayman prospect. You gotta do your time as a prospect. Oh, respawn. We need more ledges like this, though. It is a lot of fun to play on. Are respawns the same time in all zones, or some shorter, longer? It's not zone by zone, but it is zone type at the moment, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's zone by zone.
Is it like every zone's got a slightly different one, or? I thought we were mainly just doing like dungeon and.
No, they're different.
Okay, cool. There you go. Does campfire provide a stat buff?
No,
It's just
it
giving us.
provides an XP buff.
Yeah, XP. Does it not have a regen buff as well, or just XP?
No,
Okay.
it's XP. Will the delayed heals for clerics get a VFX? Like stun/charm get? I was wanting something like that, yeah. It wouldn't. I don't think it would necessarily be a persistent effect, but when it ticks, there would be a VFX flourish. There would also hopefully be a sound effect when it ticks as well. That's kind of subtle.
As the game gets fleshed out, we see, will this wall be scalable, or will it unscalable, or will it stay as is? Sounds like Simon may hit it with a little unscalable, because as much as it's fun to exploit every once in a while, having your mobs go up there, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, and there's no telling where we could actually get to, and that's probably walls in general. I mean, we were saying earlier, we want it to be pretty forgiving because it's fun. It's fun to go exploring and finding weird shit, but we just got to watch that it's not too forgiving and then you break things. Region ticks server-based or character-based? Server-based, right?
I think they're player-based.
Is it?
Yeah. And in fact, I was looking at my mana regen. I think the buffs are also separate, like based on when you put them on. Because I think I was getting 2 mana regen ticks.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if it's server-based, it would mean you could run and sit before ticking and keep running.
You can still do that. It's just based off of the player instead of the server. So everyone ticks at whatever time plus 6 from when they logged in or whatever.
You should need a mountain goat mount to go up that wall. Can we make that happen?
Oh, my feign death failed.
Oh, I just almost backed off.
There's a third spawn there.
Need gargoyles for me? No, that wouldn't be fun. Like, I've got to fall to my death at least once this session, right?
Getting that off of you.
Region is done for all clients on the same tick schedule on the server. Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking.
I'm gonna place torches along the edge so you
It's not my problem. It's not that I don't see it. It's just doing wacky shit and not paying attention well enough. I have one eye on chat and like just hitting the wrong keys. But this is still very nice of you. Very inviting. In case people can't find the secret bandit camp. These guys are pretty high level. When we run through the the camp list, if we decide that we have enough content at this level, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing if we reduce our level. But right now we've got a ton of stuff in the 20s and 30s now as well. So, like fictionally, I guess it can go either way.
let's try to invis past these again.
Okay.
See what we could get into.
DM Wyvern, just want to stop by and send some love to Robot and M&M team. You guys, you're doing something special. Keep going. Hey, thank you. OG Ponytail said I will officially be 60 in March. What day? Mine's the 19th. 16th, right on. I was supposed to have been born on the 17th. They even named me for it. Like, I was supposed to be born on the 17th. My name is Sean Patrick. And then I just didn't bother. I have one son, 17, one son, 26. Oh, of March. Nice. Ask, is this game out? No, we're just playing on our development server, hanging out a little bit on a Friday. Here, if I can. Here's a link to our FAQ. It gives all the relevant dates and stuff like that. Chango asked, any plans to add musical note effects to bards rather than spell effects? I think in the past Zukin has answered this in a pretty diplomatic way. Like, we'd have to look at the sprites and see if they look cool. And if they look kind of janky, then maybe no. What is Nick's choice to use the Skelly pet versus the Ghoul pet?
We don't need the root on the ghoul. We want more damage from the skeleton.
There we go. That's the kind of bard song that I was hoping somebody would ask.
Yes, we do plan on having some kind of flourish or motif system.
Funny you should ask.
Zombie pet would be okay if you're just like tanking damage, potentially, but we're not. Also, I don't know that the zombie properly applies that for some reason. I have to double check that. But we're basically fear kiting, right? OG, classic fear kiting.
Those of you that are just stopping in, game is still in development. We're working towards the early access date of January 2026. We do run periodic open playtests. It doesn't cost you anything. So keep an eye out. They're typically stress tests. So, you know, depending on what we're doing, it may be something where the performance isn't perfect, but you can still come in and see what's going on. What else is there? You can go ahead and make an account and install and create a character now. Uh-oh.
I have fallen.
Oh, I thought
And I
that's
can't
what
get up.
happened. I thought that's what happened. Oh,
my
wow.
God.
Thank goodness it wasn't me this time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I get for standing at the edge of the cliff, placing those torches, and then looking at the other screen for chat.
I looked up and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody fall to death before, because I looked up and it was just like blue. Everything just went blue and it's a pretty blue. It just went, just blue disappeared. I was like, well, that was unusual. I wonder what he died. He finally made his way down to me. Is solo and group content through clever use or class mechanics something you guys are fine with? Bar extreme cases? Yes.
Fear duration is because it's like the first fear spell, but there will be higher tier fears.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Wait, what happened? Why'd you get a load screen?
Because I camped.
I
DA'd down and I camped, and then they followed me, and then I came back in.
I forgot that we were fighting.
So I'm curious if I can. I'm curious if I can just run up here now. Nope. I've hit an impassable area. Okay. Zidar, when you look at there's no like artificial constraint put on, or no, there's no artificial differentiator between solo and group content. It's really just the way that the NPC placements. Well, the concise way is there's no artificial constraint, right? Like there's not a chevron or anything. It's not like this mob is now set to be a group mob so that you have to hit it with a group. Like, you know, when I'm in and I'm setting up a camp, usually there'll be some stragglers on the outskirts of the camp. Kind of like what we're doing here, right? Like some of these patrol, like the patrols right here on the ledge or whatever. The expectation is that in theory you could be come up to a camp like this, or most camps, at least the ones I'm setting up, you'll find that there's probably something you could do as a solo player, depending on your class naturally, or skill level, or loadout, or not loadout, but like, you know, what clickies you may have, or whatever, the usual shit. So there may be something for you to do solo, and then definitely something for you to do if you're in a duo like we are, and then, of course, camps for groups, right? I tend to, you know, personally have an aversion to strict sort of formulaic constraints, and instead it could be, this area's got some camps where that whole setup works well, another area may not really have much for you, and it's just kind of like, you just go around and find the cool shit. It's supposed to feel like a world and not a not just a collection of systems. This is Glass Flats. We're on the southern edge of the zone. So there are a few camps up here. It's level 48. I mean, I think there are these guys. But this is already proving difficult enough. I'm trying to... I could bring up the camp list, I guess. But, I mean, this is fine. I'm enjoying this if people are enjoying checking it out. It's kind of a, you know, it's just a chill duo. With all the focus on Fallout Past for so long, it's been a while since people have probably seen this. It's true. That's the fun part. There's stuff going in all over the place right now where it's hard to keep up. Like, there's been work done over here. And I don't think you guys have probably seen any of it, or none of you should be high enough level to have played it.
No one's really played this in the current iteration of it.
What's that, Glass Flats?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Watch your invis.
I was actually watching it so hard that I realized I was not watching where I was running.
Yeah. That's also, I guess, a good thing to watch.
Lasava said, I would not mind trying this iteration of the game, just saying.
I guess this is actually the spot, right? So.
Yeah, this is where we were.
So much for those torches now that it's daytime.
Oh, but they don't burn out, right?
I don't know what the timer is on those. Should probably be the same as a torch.
I gotta say, man, like, I just enjoy playing like this.
Yeah.
It just feels, you know what I mean? Like, it just feels comfortable.
Yeah.
We've got rabid people banging at the door. You can only hold these back for so long. Oh, man.
So, not a lot of XP so far.
Not a lot of XP. Yeah, we haven't, I mean, realize, I think we've mainly been killing light blues.
Yes. This is kind of a jump in mob difficulty around the 40s. We may have to look at. I wanted to come over here and try to kill some more of them and see how it went. Mm-hmm. See how the XP went with killing those.
Oh shit. Friggin'. He's a little bit higher level. He should be, what, blue? Light blue as well. Oh shit. Okay. Dang.
Guy's definitely higher level though.
Yeah, naming wise, I remember him being of the ones that are here. He's the higher level. Oh, this guy's got a fancy cape on.
I didn't know prospects get capes. I thought you had to earn that.
It's not a good cape.
Yeah, it's dusty old cape.
He's dressing for the job he wants.
Yeah, he is a prospect after all. He's gotta dress the part.
Yeah. He doesn't have a weapon, but he has a cape. You've been called old more in that Discord than anywhere in my life? Not in our Discord. Everybody on our Discord's old as shit. Oh, Pantheon Discord's not chill. put a rule saying kill stealing may happen. Please work it out. No hate speech. They should. Oh, no hate speech, and people are losing their minds. Oh man, it's gonna be. Well, they're gone. They're just
I hope it's the good gone, not the bad gone.
the cape. The cape. Looks like they just hit a critical mass of people a little unprepared for it. We just need to aggressively ban people. Quatos, that's what I think. Okay, that's what I was wondering. He said, I'm 1000% certain it's because funds were taken so people feel like they get a voice in game development. Yeah, that's why we didn't take any of your money. Keep all of your opinions to yourself. That's not what you're here for. If you're not here to say nice things and then just shut up, you're on the wrong stream. Dargith, stop talking.
I do like that we have a. Our Discord's really chill for the most part.
It is, right? Like, I think. I mean, but that's also. I do believe that's partially just because. Yeah, part of it is we haven't taken money. Part of it is like we just tell people to stop, or we're gonna ban them and their whole family. It's because you have elf court. You'll be taken on trial and t-shirts will be made about your crimes.
I think one big thing is having a stance on like boxing and all that stuff, like all those major topics, which is our stance is just like have different rule set servers. Because if you don't really have a solid answer on it, then the same old topics just keep appearing and keep repeating, and people fight about it for years and years.
And it's not like it's not, you know, I'm not saying any other Discord is. I'm just saying in ours, I think it also helps not to be wishy-washy. It's just like, this is our stance. Well, but well, but you know, yeah, okay, cool. No one's gonna play your game if that's your stance. Well, then why are you here? Fuck off.
Why not placate that second one in the back?
Okay. Alright. Where did I even put that 9? I'm fairly certain I put some pathers here.
Yeah, we're gonna move. Alright, come over this way, Mr. Prospect.
Alright. Follow us.
Okay. Yes.
We have capes. We're handing out capes. You know what? Cooltech said something else that I also agree with. For any online community, you have to ban for vibes. It's not about the rules, but the fit. Lesson hard learned for myself making game communities over the years. I agree with that. And, you know, some people you just got to take aside and ask them, like, what is your problem? The occasional DM to let somebody know that they're about to get a 5-generation ban. What is your major malfunction, Private Pile? Oh my gosh. You just sent him a DM. Excuse me, were your parents related?
Fortunately, I've only ever had to ban one person from the Discord. I mean, other than like the bots and spamming and the dick spamming and
that was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Did you? I mean, but you're talking about a separate instance. Like we just had those the other day, like a few weeks ago or whatever. It was just funny because it was like, oh no. Like our Discord is primarily a bunch of like 35 to 60-year-old dudes. So you dropped some images of dongs in the Discord. However, will we recover? But yeah, we haven't, like, I think Discord banned non-bots, I don't know, 2 or something? 3? Here in chat, over the course of 4+ years, I think it's only been like 5 or 6 people. And one of them totally didn't deserve it. I feel bad still. Tab targeting kid, if you're out there on a different account, I'll unban you if you just remind me of who you were.
Did he not like tab targeting or something?
He was just like not into it, and he was very clear about how the game was going to fail if we had tab targeting. And then we talked for a little bit, and then he just kept going on and going on, and he wanted action combat, Platos. He wanted just action combat. Tab targeting, dead game. Yep. I missed some stuff up here. Goblin said, I find people that get heated, listen, and chill once a team member steps in. The amount of this game isn't for everyone is true. I think can be a bit whiplash to a lot of people who are used to player count being the only metric. That makes sense. People are like, I mean, early on we did have a fair number of conversations with people. Like that conversation just doesn't really happen as much anymore. I think because so many of the community kind of know what's up. Or, I mean, I don't know, a lot of people just who aren't going to be into it don't check us out or something. But the number of people, like, if you do this, the game will never succeed. Conversations early on were like, okay, we're still doing it. You don't know till you try. But, I don't know, seeing people take an interest in Pantheon has been very heartening. I would say that, I said this the other day, but just, you know, no bullshit. Looking at what we were projecting number-wise and where we thought we were going to be starting, you know, because we figured we go into early access and the work begins and we really keep making the game and try to build your trust and make a game that you enjoy, and we grind and we build the community, you know, kind of more starting there than beforehand. Like, we didn't have an expectation that we'd have 10,000 people in the Discord. We didn't. We were like, if we get a few hundred, a few thousand people playing in early access, that's a win. And, you know, right now it's kind of looking like, hey, if we can get, you know, looking at the number of people that have tried Pantheon, if we get a fraction of that just coming back month over month, you know, for a decent while, we're in business. We're doing good. We're doing better than we originally expected. Quato said, I'll be excited for Eminem to take my Thursday spot whenever it's available. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome, man. Appreciate it. We want to take all your spots. Ham fist will kill the game. Like this and what Pantheon has going, want to try Ashes, but only drop 100 bones on EA. Yeah, I hear ya. Well, I mean, you know, to be honest, we want to get your $100 as well during EA, but 1 month at a time. No map, tab targeting, corpse runs, game sucks. Yeah, it's gonna be rough for some people, I think. I usually make the most boring dinners, but when I was looking for a recipe for no-bake oatmeal chocolate chip cookies at the doctor's office earlier today, I also found the most generic jalapeno shredded chicken casserole that I've ever seen since I left America, advertised to me as a recipe, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make that. Because Jasmine has not had some good generic American casseroles from me, and I whipped that bad boy up, and it was better than expected. I'm only burping it a little bit. Also want to ride a wasp, but I didn't know I wanted it, but after seeing it, it looks so good I can't stop thinking about it. I was telling Jasmine about that earlier. I was like, man, I screwed up. I was describing the wasp to her. I was like, and its animations are so cute, and it's got its little legs dangling, and it's buzzing around all happy, and I'm on it on my gnome, and I'm like, ah, shit, you can't take that back, can you? Oh, no. Oh, that's not good.
Here, just stay back.
Yep. The most epic quest in the game, the wasp mount.
Run back, run back, run back, run back. Oh, of course my feign death would fail.
Oh
Keep
shit!
running, keep running.
Almost ran off a cliff. My problem is, oh no, we're out of runway, I think.
I just keep running. You placate that one behind you. Or, well, I guess if he's stopped, you don't need to do that. Unless he comes closer.
Okay. Did they not social aggro on me too? No, because I was out of their aggro range and I didn't do anything to actually implicate myself with Nick before he died.
The one that he was on the hate list for died, I guess.
Yeah. If you wear your Ugg boots when you come have dinner with us, that'd be pretty awesome, Swanee. And you gotta keep reminding me of the dates that you're gonna be here, all the way up until you get here, because I'm so scattered-brained. I will totally screw it up. Yeah, just remind me, and I'll find it for you, because we were gonna recommend it to my mom when she came. Ugg Life. That reminds me, when we had the skate park, there was a kid named Doug that we told him we'd let him skate at the park for free for life if he got Doug Life tattooed on his stomach. He never pulled the trigger. Oh.
You placate that one?
Yeah. If I can... Okay, how about I just aggro him instead? Oh, so what are you guys saying? Pessimistic Squid still aiming for that Monsters and Memories tramp stamp. Yeah, but that offer does not stand to everybody that gets one. There's a lot of people wanting them these days. What is the pit of white sand down the cliff? Salt flats. We've got salt flats throughout the glass flats. They'll be getting a new texture. At some point we'll probably tweak the effects and stuff as well. But they are salt flats. And if you go down, there's a little camp of salt gatherers that you can meet. Gnomish meth mines. Bath salts. As someone that was born in Florida, I felt that we needed the obligatory bath salt area. It'll be full of zombies. Can you slash lick them? Potentially. Yeah, this was weird. He just like, it didn't recognize him as being targeted. Otherwise, it would have given me an error instead of just hitting myself, right? Because the behavior seems more indicative of I don't have a target, so it's just hitting on me. Swanee said, I'm excited to see Panth ultimately fall off that cliff while trying to run and reach at the same time. Man, Panth's one of those guys that I really hope when he like plays the game that he has a good time. It's been so long in the making. How would you say that if you weren't trying to make everybody giggle? So long in the making? And then I just placated myself. And I swear I had him targeted. I swear. A long time coming? Yeah, there you go. So long in the making, a long time coming. Anyways. I hope Panth enjoys it. We may not be here today if it wasn't for Panth. And Nick's pet may not be here at all if I don't heal it soon. Played with him a couple playtests ago and he really had a good time. Right on. So it's like getting over the little fears of, what if nobody likes it, and the next, it's like, okay. The next big thing is hopefully everybody still has such a good time and keeps up the good attitude and all that stuff once they've got like a lot more. They have the ability to access the game whenever. That's kind of a big deal. Oh. Liking the crystals in the distance makes me want to check it out. Right on, Sna. They'll probably be a little different in the final version, but doing something to kind of catch the eye like that makes sense. I'd say, Tannhauser, before you update your schedule too much, just let's keep an eye on how things are going this year. That'd be rad if some people were just running by. See them down there, the lights. We won't go live until we hire Liz as official ogre greeter. That may be an opportunity. How meaningfully do weapons impact pet DPS, Nick?
Decent amount, not as much as before. Pretty good amount, I would say. Weapons do proc. If the weapon is a proc weapon, it can proc from pet using it. You'll be able to equip them with stuff. You just can't right now. It's like a bug. You can only equip them with weapons, but you'll be able to equip them with like equipment.
How did you guys decide on your art style? It's really unique. Early on, when we were playing on P99 with old, before we even thought about the project really, but part of what made us think about the project was playing on P99 with the old character models and then Shadows on. We're like, what if we just kept the art like very old style, chunky, very distinct shapes, but then really focus on making dope textures. And that was the idea initially. And then what happened was the first year we didn't have any artists, so we contracted a couple things, and then you know, just kind of looked at it, did some iteration. But then going in year 2, Goblin came on the team, and we got Zukin and Pattis, and it's like boom, right there, artists. And then Goblin's done just a ton of work on a lot of the aspects of the art style, and then the characters are Zukin, Pattis's environments. And so just those guys banging their heads together with us, kind of with the original intent, and is where we've arrived at where we're at. So, and a lot of this discussion and back and forth, and whose idea was the pill? I think there's like a default pill. I don't know if that's a Unity thing or an Ollie thing, and from that point forward, we just started making pill everything, pill bats, and pill. That was just that first year we didn't have any artists, so I was like, I don't know, I'll just start making goofy shit. Then we started animating it, and then we got artists. But yeah, like Goblin reached out to us and was just like, here, check out these character concepts. I tried to get another team that you guys would know the name of. Not Pantheon though. Anyway, I guess he had tried to get them to listen, and they didn't listen. And but he showed us the concept, and we're like, all right, we're listening. And he's like, check out my art. And then we're like, we went to his website, and it's like, this guy draws dicks on goblins. that was like, I don't know, man. There's an awful lot of goblin peen on this website. And then I think we asked him about it right away. And we're just like, all right, so what's going on here? There's a lot of penises. And he's like, I don't know, man. I'm just into them. And I was like, all right. That sounds good then. We're good. I didn't know what to expect from goblins. I had a very different take on goblins before I met Goblin. Yeah. That was that. He had a good answer. He had a great site and just great art and cool attitude, and so it was easy, man. The team's pretty magical. Perfect storm, mechanics, art coming together. Yeah, appreciate it, K-Traumatic. First M&M convention win. Want to start the annual Beer Stein collection. Keep up the amazing work, noble sirs. Sapporo Matori, thank you very much. Hey, let's try to make it to early access, and then if you guys, I mean, you know, if a decent number of you subscribe for the first year, then we could probably even pull off like a early access first fanfare, probably even. If you're gonna draw PPs, you better have a good answer. I don't know. I think there's probably a decent range of answers in that. Oh, geez. Goblin says, I feel like I need to tell my side of that because I don't know. I'm into Goblin Peen as a shorthand isn't that great of a defense. I'm fairly certain that's what you said. Goblin says, I don't know. I was just coming off of my dropping out of my Bachelor's of Fine Arts. So a lot of my goblins felt like they were truly natural, nude, not naked. an uncaring influence by those who might think it's uncultured or crass. A lot less weird when you've been drawing nude models for a couple years or 20 people. It was, dude, it wasn't weird at all. Hopefully it didn't come off like I was saying it was weird. I thought it was cute, to be honest with you. Like, honestly, having spent a good part of my youth in Germany, like, you know, full frontal nudity is not like a weird thing. The Germans are always naked all the time, mostly. They're just... See? Right there, even. Just wandering around, no clothes on. So, it's not even a weird thing. Will we be able to slam the annual sub up front or just monthly at first? Monthly, 3 months, 6 months, I think we've discussed. 1 year seems kind of... That's a lot to ask. I don't know. What do you think, Nick?
I thought we had 3, 6, 12, but...
Really? Okay.
Could be wrong.
No, you're probably right. I was thinking there were 3 options, but you know what? I was probably thinking 3 options including 1 month. And you're thinking of it correctly. 3 options on top of 1 month.
Or maybe it's 1, 6, 12 or something. I don't know.
No, you guys can't. 5 year, 10 year, that's nice of you, but like that wouldn't be good, because then what if something happens? Aside from as many as possible, what would be an ideal subscriber base that you're targeting for early access? I mean, depends on what you mean by ideal. Ideal would maybe be like a slower ramp up to give us time to get all the kinks out of the system and blah blah blah, but we'll be in a good position, Ralos, if originally we were targeting, if we just had a few thousand, we'd be able to go from there, because right now we've got no money, so any money coming in is a nice bonus. And we thought, okay, if we can start small, then we can work out the kinks before we get more, and then we'll just try to work and get more. Looking at the success Pantheon's had, if we could get, if we get 10 or 20,000 subs for a while, then we're able to start rolling our dudes into full-time, full-time contractors, and start taking care of some of the team, that type of stuff. So even like hitting that would be, that's been our target for like success forever. It's like, hey, if we get 10 or 20,000 subs, that's a hell of a great start for us. If we get more than that, great. But we're really doing a lot of discussion right now behind the scenes on ensuring that we've got a good plan, a strategy for how to scale servers, and potentially collapse them back down as needed, pretty smoothly. But like customer service tools, it's a big deal. We want to make sure that we're providing an excellent quality of service on top of like a really solid MMO game. So CS tooling, making sure that we've got tech support for you guys. We're able to process bugs in a good, timely manner, process petitions in a timely manner, all that type of shit. So just numerically speaking, I mean, hell, if it started out small, if everybody just wanted to kind of like be tentative, or people are scared of a sub, we'd still be fine with just a few thousand, and we'll ramp up from there. Our goal is to earn your business long term, you know what I mean? We're not just trying to get your money quickly. So, if people are like, I'm going to come back in 6 months or come back in a year or whatever, that makes sense. Or I don't want to play early access. Cool, but when will you be able to play this? Clay 4165. Here's a FAQ. LMAO, I never got that impression. It does beg the question, and also you guys took a chance on someone who drew Goblin Peen, so I mean, props to you guys. Well, I mean, you're a fantastic artist. I've spent the better part of my adult life around video game artists, and you came along and I was like, hey guys, check this out. And we were all like, wow, man, this guy's really good. And it's like, yep, legit. I mean, it was a weird year, to be honest. We went from like it just being us dicking around in Blender and having Capsule Men and stuff to like within the span of a year, you know, or year and a half, we got talented. We put out like, hey, programmers, anybody want to help? We got talented programmers. We got talented environment, character artists, concept artists doing beautiful illustrations. Robert appeared and was like, hey, I want to work on the game. So we had badass music. Like it just, yeah, Robert's insanely talented. Robert's a lucky find. Dude, the whole team's a lucky find. If you build it, they will come. That's people have been saying that for years, and it's definitely been the case with regards to the team.
You placate that one behind us?
Yeah. Obviously, because Robo's just go to hiring people waiting for my game access. Yeah. Keep buttering me up, buddy. We don't have the game access thing hooked up yet. Oh, I'm out of mana. Tannhauser said, belated congrats, Nick. I'm sure life at home is busy, but great with the little one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Your first kiddo? Cage-matic. Nick's got a full group now. Sorry to interrupt you. It is that's yours to answer. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, no, the second kid now.
Nick's got a boy and a girl now. Like the full set. Well, all right. It's a good play, Kate. The Higgs Bison, thank you for the follow. What are we currently testing we're playing at level 48. So we're just getting a feel for like how some of the formulas and stuff have scaled, and we've never played up here. At least I've never played up here. So checking that out. Nick, what else?
Checking out this camp, checking out pathing over here. Just seeing how experience feels. Everything, really.
Yeah, it's 60. Jordan, yeah, he was super placated. Liz says, I know one of the huge winning points other than that it really has captured my game itch is the fact that unlike so many others, you haven't done a give us money for bait and switch. We're playing the long game, lady. Do you have a favorite class so far, Nick?
I like cleric. Fighter was fun. Yeah, I do enjoy cleric quite a bit. So I'd probably say that.
What about me? I've enjoyed Cleric. I enjoyed Fighter as well early on when I was actually playing it. Inquisitor is interesting. I want to play some more of that. What else? I think anytime I've gotten on a class so far and played around for a bit, I've had a decent time. Trying to think if there's anything I've played where I was like, but there've been plenty that I just haven't played. So. Are you able to talk about social systems, group finder, like Windows, or are we shouting in chat? You're shouting in chat, but we're providing a looking for group, looking for member tool eventually. And we're also going to have a social ledger. So if you've grouped with people, you can see kind of who you've grouped with, and you know, like who is that I was grouped with last weekend or last night or whatever, I forget. You can kind of go through and see who you've played with and then flag them. Maybe add a note, friend them, stuff like that. So.
You got a play kit for this one again? Oh. Oh, it's not good.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh. I think we're kind of getting owned by this guy because he's partially resisting dots so much, and that's not even supposed to happen. So.
Okay.
Yeah, good call on that. Yeah, as possible.
He's coming. I see him coming down the hill. He's coming down the hill. Oh no, I don't think I'm gonna make that. Oh no, they're coming.
Yeah, what happens if I stand up? They're coming for you?
Yeah. Yeah. At least I know where to find my corpse. If only I could have healed myself. I'm glad they came down and found me, though. I'm proud of them.
I have to give you a GM res so I can see where your experience was at. What's your experience at?
Just over. I'm like what, 20% into Bubble 2.
Yeah. Some stuff to tweak here with the dots and stuff. Kinda challenging.
I'd love to come back here with a full group. There's some named in there. Borlek said, so early access in a year is the plan. How complete would the world be under that plan, or would it be bug fixing and adding classes after? Classes will be there. World is this region and the couple of zones up in Califrey, the Wood Elf area, etc. We've got a list. We've got a list on FAQ. So it's more about being systems complete and having a nice jump start on content for you guys, and then early access will be us adding a lot more content. Oh, I forgot to actually mem some spells. Sorry. This guy should be pretty... Yeah, he's light blue. It should be pretty doable by us.